Hello everyone, happy spring. Today is the first day of spring. Tomorrow is the first full day, but today is the first day, so that is good news that winter is over. But welcome to another episode of Barbie Dolls of the Week. We have a lot to talk about this week with some new finds that I've gotten at a flea market here in town. It's called the Stewart's Indiana Flea Market, and it's held unfortunately only twice a year. It used to be every month. But anyway, I want to show you some of what I got today for some great deals. However, before I do that, I want to show you this dress that I showed you last week on a doll. This is an Oscar de la Renta Barbie dress, and it's actually got a cape with it that you see here, and I had it on here, but it really needs better with, or works better with a doll with an updo, so I can put it back on her for right now because it's kind of weird. But anyway, I really like this dress and she looks pretty good in it. And somebody asked me what doll this was, and I believe it's an astronaut Barbie from the 80s because, well, it is from the 80s, but that's the outfit she was in, and I believe that is who she is. Okay, moving on. First of all, I want to show you two box dolls that I got, and the guy who was selling them, he's an older guy, a disabled American veteran, and he had a ton of Barbies. I'm talking about box Barbies and then a lot of loose Barbies. And he said he bought a collection of a lady who had died, I believe was in her 90s, according to what he said, so he has a ton. And a lot of the box dolls I wasn't interested in, but I got two that I want to show you, and he sold them for two for $15, so $7.50 each. So that's pretty darn good. So first of all, I had this Barbie at one time, but I sold her, and I'm not sure why, but I just decided to sell her. And then I got this one, which I may also sell at some point, but for right now, this is a doll that is from 1994, and it came in several versions of hair colors. And this is Cut and Style Barbie. It says cut her hair and magically make it long again. Well, you know, kids love to cut Barbie's hair or doll's hair, so this kind of gave them a way to do it and not destroy it. And you know, I would never, having opened a doll like this or done anything with it and not really had the interest to, I don't know exactly how it works, but I know there are pieces that you see here on this side. See, I'm always on the wrong side. This side. And also you could buy pieces, and you could even mix and match colors if you wanted. But you know, obviously they had the blonde, the brunette, the dark brown and black, and then looks like they had a little hair care center available too. But I did like the very bright green dress she's got on, and I like the fact that this is a redhead. So I didn't buy the blonde. I think this is the one I bought, and I'm not sure, it's not shown for some reason on the box exactly how many of these were available, but I'm sure at least 3, and maybe 4 with the black one, if there was a black one, which I would think there was. The other one I got, and everything is falling. And by the way, before I go any further, these dolls that I'm focusing on right now are 1990s dolls. And I was asked about, I'm so partial to 80s dolls, but what about 90s dolls? And I recently did a video on 90s dolls. They are not my favorites, but the thing is, here's what I say about the 1990s and Barbie. It kind of branched out in various directions at that point, and what I like about the 90s, there are several things. One is that there's a vast variety of dolls. It wasn't just at that point just the play line. It started developing into other series and other stores and specialty items and just so many things. It's like it blew up at that point in the 90s in a good way. Now there's a lot of dolls I don't like, especially from the play line. I'm not crazy about, but there's always something I can like about them. But let me show you some other 90s dolls, and I'm going to go back to the one that I got today at the flea market. Stewart's Indiana Flea Market. This is Hollywood Hair Barbie, and this one does show all the different ones that were available. So you had a Can and the Barbie and Skipper, and this is probably PJ or I'm not sure actually. It could be Midge, but it doesn't really look like her. I'm kind of guessing PJ on this one. But this is the one that's in the box, Hollywood Hair. And it was one of those with super long hair that you see all the way over here. And it's got the little spritzer stuff to put in her hair. Hair mist, it's called. It says, be a star maker, make stars magically appear in their hair. Make one star appear as several. And so somehow that's what that did with the little help of a template that's in here. So it's obviously got some kind of coloring. It's not just a clear liquid. So that's kind of interesting. But this is Hollywood Hair Barbie. And again, $7.50 in the box. Can't beat that, I wouldn't think. Country Western Star. Now, there's a Country Western Star Barbie from Walmart. Special edition. Also from the mid-90s, 1994. I really like this particular one because it's a Hispanic-looking doll. It looks like Teresa from the time period. But they just call it Barbie because at that time they wanted to call everything Barbie. I mean, not just that time, but a lot of times, and not just have it individual names, which I preferred. I always liked when they had their own individual names and personality. Well, I don't know about personalities, but you could give them their own personalities. So this is a really pretty doll. It was, I think, great for the time period as far as the look. And there you see it's very colorful, floral, southwestern, and a Walmart special edition. I've had her for a while from another auction, but just wanted to show you some other 90s dolls that I do like and appreciate. This is Portrait in Blue, and I believe I showed this once before, and it is from 1997, so later in the decade. But this is a beautiful doll, and I really like it, even though the hair is a little big. The dress is big at the bottom, which I never am crazy about. But it's so well done, and I like the simplicity of it. And I think this is the kind of doll that shows when Mattel started thinking, oh, the makeup doesn't have to be so garish. So it started getting back into a more sophisticated look. I mean, there's nothing garish about this makeup. It's very clean. It's very precise. So this is a pretty doll. I don't know if this was sold specific. Oh, I take that back. Yes, I do. It's a Walmart special edition. It says that right at the top. I forgot. I was thinking of a different doll when I said that. Okay, and one more from that time period. And this is a third in a series. I don't think I've shown this doll before. This is called, well, it's part of the Great Fashions of the 20th Century. This is representing the 1930s. And this is a great series, by the way. I think they did such a good job. Like Promenade in the Park was one of my favorite dolls. But this is Steppin' Out Barbie. And again, representing the 1930s. I could see her doing that. Here's a picture on the back. The hair is actually a little wilder in the picture than it is. I actually like the hair better on the doll than the picture myself. And you know, you can't, because of these foo-foo-y, furry looking things, you can't see that she's got these things on her hands or on her arms. But that's kind of cool looking. And I do like that outfit. I'm kind of surprised it's all black, but and these, I can't get rid of these glares. At night I have glares on the screen, and then now it's from the windows and other things. But anyway, here she is. Okay, so that is about 5 or 6 90s dolls that I wanted to show you. And really quick, before we go on to the loose dolls that I got in this auction today, I'm always sort of, you know, not the most positive about the Playline dolls today, but there's always exceptions, and there are some that I do like. And I have found 2 recently that I want to show you that I got on a great sale at Meijer stores around us. And first of all, there's a new series called Barbie and Princess Power. I believe it's a cartoon or a movie. And so they've got this series here. And I'm seeing more and more of these dolls in the stores. And They're kind of cute, but they remind me of the Flying Hero dolls from years ago, also I believe the 90s, which I really like that series. And so I don't think it's all that original, but I'm sure there's more to it than that. And in fact, it says Barbie and Princess Power Blu-ray and DVD 2015. I'm probably not going to get these dolls, but what I did want was this doll, the male Ken type doll. And here he is. The minute I saw this doll in the store some couple months ago or something, I was like, oh, I've got to have that. I've never seen a Ken with these kind of glasses, and he just looks so studious and professional and kind of a little nerdy. I love it. I mean, I think that's a great look, especially for a doll, I mean, and some people too. But yeah, he looks really good, and I wanted him, and he was on sale. I think it was, let's say, $8.99 or $7.99. So originally he's $10.99 in our area, but $7.99 I believe is what I paid for him. So $8. So anyway, really like that. And the next one is this one. I was only going to get that doll, and then I saw her, and I thought this doll is stunning. I mean, I really love it. I'd like to see her. I may have to take her out of the box because I would love to see her in some really nice outfit. Now, of course, it's got one of those bodies that's stiff and not very flexible in any way. I mean, I can tell her legs don't bend and her arms don't bend, so that really hampers your ability. That's one of the things I do like about 80s and 90s type dolls, is they have much more flexible, bendable, and you know, obviously a lot of people like the current type bodies that have almost like the hinges. I'm not a fan. I like the flexibility, but I don't like the look. But anyway, this is I believe this is Raquel. I'm not really up on the newer. Oh yeah, right here. Here it is. I'm blind today. Raquel. I thought so, but I just wanted to make sure. And she's in the Fashionista line, as it says here. And here's a picture, by the way, of all the dolls on the back. And I like some of them. I've got these two male dolls because I really like the male dolls in this series. Female dolls, not as much. This, by the way, is Summer. I saw her in the store. I was so on her. I'm not sure who this is. I think it's, I don't know if that's supposed to be Midge or who. I mean, I know Midge was in some of the earlier ones, but just curious if somebody knows who that. I'm sure many of you know who that is. I'm not positive. But anyway, wanted to show you that. And I think what I'm going to do is wait and show the loose dolls that I got from this auction today in another video, because this has gone on a little longer than I thought. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of these great 90s dolls, and also a couple of dolls from the current play line that I really like. Thanks everyone, and don't forget to give me a like, subscribe below, and I'll see you next time. Take care.